Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome to JoyCode, your place for inspiration, meditation, and manifestation. It's good stuff. No, I'm so glad that you're here because we're going to be talking about how to silence the inner critic. And the silencing part isn't really the right image, yeah? So what we really want to do is transmute the energy of that inner critic. What I mean by that is the energy that we're expending paying attention to it, the energy that even causes the thought to arise in the first place. We want to transmute that energy, so instead of depleting us, depleting you, depleting me, it's actually supporting us. It's actually uplifting us. Now, this has nothing to do with positive thinking. Positive thinking does not work if you don't believe what you're being positive about. But that's a whole other video. So for me, the way the critic comes up, the inner critic comes up for me as a feeling. And so it comes up as a feeling of being that things just aren't good enough. Nothing is good enough. I'm not reaching enough people. My dinner's not good enough. The house isn't clean enough. And it comes up as this feeling. How does your inner critic come up? It used to come up for me as a voice that I could really hear. It would say, like, you're so stupid, what's wrong with you? But now I don't hear that voice. It just comes up as this feeling. And lately, the inner critic has really this feeling of things are not good enough, even though things are good, yeah? So things are really wonderful in my life, but this inner critic keeps coming up like, it's not good enough, it's not good enough. So when I come back to myself, and I'm offering this practice to you because I am knowing it's going to help. When I come back to myself, in other words, when I meditate, when I feel the stress, when I feel the stress of the inner critic, when I feel it coming up, that's a sign that I'm off balance. So stress is always a sign that you're off balance, okay? That kind of emotional stress, that kind of anxiety. And so what I've come to realize in my own personal space is that the inner critic arises when I am feeling fearful. So take a deep breath and sigh it out. Now, this is what I believe. I believe that personal experience is universal experience. So that's why I'm offering this to you. That ask yourself, does the inner critic show herself, show himself when you are feeling afraid? Now, there are three things that every human being wants: security, love, and power. Not necessarily power over someone else, but power to choose and power to be free. And when I sit back and I contemplate what is it that is causing the fear, what comes up for me lately is security. So right now I have one of my daughters is in college. The other one is going to be going to college. You know, there's a lot of financial things that are going on. It's not that it's bad. It's just, you know, it's a lot. And so I am knowing that the critic is actually telling me, hey, you're feeling fearful. You see how that works? See how you can transmute that energy just like that? It's amazing. So the inner critic, that feeling of things aren't good enough, I'm not doing enough, I need to be doing more, I need to be running around in a circle and making sure that, everybody is happy and, and checking this and doing this, that feeling of being hard on myself that I'm not doing enough is actually telling me that, hey, you're feeling fearful. So when your inner critic comes up, how does it show itself to you? And ask yourself, is it about fear? What am I fearful of? I'm going to give you a hint. It's always about the fear, okay? It's always about the fear. So is it about security, power, or love? What is it, the thing that you're afraid of losing or not having? Because the inner critic is actually trying to help you. Yeah, it's trying to help you. It's trying to help you to get what you want. That's how our minds work. And so what is the remedy for fear? Well, one, just recognizing it. Two, if you believe that there is in fact an issue, right? That there is in fact an issue, you might want to ask yourself, what action can I take? For me, the thing that really helps to heal the fear is faith. Faith in the universe, that the universe is kind, faith that the universe always has my back, faith in myself and my own abilities to, rise to the challenge. And the other thing that I do, besides just reminding myself of faith, right? Reminding myself of my faith, of faithing, because faith isn't just, it's a verb. It's something that you do. How do you faith when you're in fear? How do you faith when you're in fear? So, one of the ways in which I faith is actually to meditate, to remind myself, like I said, that the universe is kind, that the universe is on my side, to remind myself that I can rise to the challenge, like I just said, and also to look for places of hope. Yeah. So because the universe is kind, the universe is always trying to show you the other side. It's always trying to show you the other side. The universe is actually corresponding, not just directly to your thoughts. This is where we get confused about manifesting, that the universe is always corresponding to our thinking. That's true. But there's something called grace. There's something called grace. There's something that I refer to as intervention. And so there's grace, there's intervention, there's the other side where the universe is saying, look at this possibility. How does this feel for you? I love that. And so yesterday I was surrounded by beautiful reminders, positive reminders, things that help me to get back into faithing, into knowing that everything is always working out in my favor. So this is what I'm sharing with you. This is what I'm suggesting, that the inner critic is pointing to something deeper. So Spirit speaking to me right now, don't worry about the critic. You look at it as a helpmate that is showing you something that's a little bit deeper, that needs some care, that needs some time, that needs some thought. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful message for today? I am so glad that I've had this opportunity to share it with you. So take a nice, long, deep breath, sigh it out, settle into your faith, settle into what you know, settle into the truth that the universe is kind, that the universe loves you, the universe is on your side. I can go on and on and on, but join me at myjoycode.com. Right now we have I wanted to share this with you. We have our new Year of Joy, Manifesting Your Destiny, a monthly membership where you can get a beautiful report. You can download it, a beautiful report like this one on the energy of what's going on. So I invite you to do that, and also to check out the mentorship group. We do a lot of inner work in the mentorship group. So you can go to myjoycode.com and you can check those things out. And I will see you again next time. Bye.